We're back with another video today about advertising your mixtape, helping you to launch a mixtape using advertising. I briefly touched about it in the last video on Facebook. There's some great ideas in there. If you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. Link will be in the description or it'll be up here somewhere. Other kind of advertising that you should do as well. Maybe you should check it out if it's worth in your budget, paying for some ads. I think it is a good idea. But just make sure you're sending traffic to your website. You're not just sending them to DatPiff or SoundCloud or sites that you just don't own. Make sure you're sending them to somewhere. And if you are, try and get people to sign up to your newsletter first so that you haven't wasted your money on someone that just came to your blog, downloaded your mixtape and left. It's better to, if you're going to do this, kind of set up. If you're going to pay for advertising, set it up so someone has to subscribe via email to download it. Because other than that, it's a waste of time, really. Even if you get just an email address and you're losing, let's say, 20-30 cents per sign up, you're at least getting a qualified person that's going to come back and listen to your music again. And at least you have more opportunity to contact that person again if you release new music in the future. So this is really important step, guys. Don't ignore that, or else you're just wasting your money. I briefly mentioned about my hip-hop blogs cheat sheet in the second or third video, and all that had a big list of hip-hop blogs, and some of these blogs might be looking for money. So if you were willing to spend money on these websites, definitely do a small bit of research on blog placement. And the way you do this is using small tools like alexa.com, SEMrush, and Ahrefs. See if these sites actually get any traffic, and know what you're actually buying from these blogs. One of my favorite sites is SEMrush. Basically what SEMrush does is that it kind of spies on the search engine traffic that this website gets, and it's a good indicator that if that site has a lot of people coming to it. It's not perfect, it's not the best representation of the traffic that has out there, but it's the closest I can find out there. There is a couple of other tools, but I think SEMrush, and it's free to just test. You might get like 10 different blogs, you can do it per day, but that's plenty to see if a site is even worth advertising. I did this ages ago where I talked about gullible musicians, where they just kind of pay for features on a website that hasn't even got traffic on it. This is a really important step, but some kind of blog placements will be well worth paying for, so that's a good idea as well. And if you want to stick on the subject of blog placements and kind of paying for music promotion, another place to look is Fiverr.com. There's a bunch of services that they sell. Some people will sell mixtape promotion services, email blasts, blog features, social media features, radio advertisements. Now, just before I say anything more about these gigs on Fiverr, you can find great gigs on here, but you can also find duds as well. You really have to search through a lot of crap to kind of find gems on here. Some prices on Fiverr can be more expensive than you'd think they'd be as well. Just because it's called Fiverr.com, it's not really Fiverr for everything anymore. A lot of it's just initial get person in the door and kind of flog them other kind of promos. But they're legit blogs on there. If you're using the tools that I mentioned like SEMrush, Ahrefs, a lot of these kind of sites sell promotional services like tweets and stuff like that, social media features and stuff like that, which isn't a bad idea to test out because you're taking their influence and their followers and stuff like that when you pay for these kind of services. So maybe kind of use a tool called like Tweet Audit is a tool that I use to check if any of these hip-hop blogs actually have legit followers, because some of them anyone can buy followers today on Twitter. So it's good to see if these people actually have legit followers. Always read review people give on these gigs on Fiverr. Don't buy anything that doesn't look legit or seems a bit shady. If the reviews aren't great or haven't been good or consistent, let's say if someone reviewed them like 12 months ago, that gig is as dead as a doornail. Just don't bother with it. It's a waste of time. But the best thing with using Fiverr as a music promotion thing, if someone does try and rip you off, Fiverr will negotiate trying to get your money back. You know, if someone doesn't actually do the gig, Fiverr has to give you your money back, and that's the best thing than doing it independently with a blog that you don't even know. There's no way of getting your money back. Maybe PayPal might do it, but I don't know. Fiverr is a good way, but definitely buyer beware if you're going to use this. I've already kind of mentioned about Facebook ads, and you can do the same kind of thing where you take retargeting pixel or upload your email list to other social networks as well, like Twitter as well. You can do it with Twitter. You can take a pixel from Twitter and pop it into your website and build a list that way and target those people with ads. You can also do it on YouTube as well. And just before we kind of move on, I understand that advertising like this with Google ads, Facebook ads, Twitter ads are really hard. I've gone to college to learn this stuff. I've gone to Dublin Business School. I did a diploma in digital marketing. That's where I kind of learned how to I started off there, and then I kind of just learned on my own after that. It's not easy to do this kind of stuff. I understand if you're kind of completely overwhelmed by stuff that I'm bombarding you here. I'm kind of giving you ideas. You don't have to use these ideas, but some people are looking for ways of paid advertisement. And if stuff like this, this kind of paid advertisement stuff is kind of difficult for you, go on sites like Upwork.com or Freelancer.com and get them to advertise for you. You pay them, they'll include the cost of the ads, and they can take care of the campaign. It's much more hassle-free and it's much easier to do. If it's your first time on my YouTube channel, we've got tons of videos on how to promote your music. Don't forget, YouTube's gonna magically appear a video that suits you. I offer some free stuff on my website, beats and artist resources. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button underneath the video. This is Dan from the Corporatethief Beats.